Hi everybody, welcome to Mike's Garage. Hope everybody's staying warm out there. It's been pretty cold here in Pittsburgh. I did want to address one of the comments I got from one of the viewers. I don't know if he's a subscriber, I really didn't check, but his name is Haris. The question was about an old vacuum, the old Filter Queen vacuum. Now, I'm really not clear on how old it is, or if it's a 1-speed or 2-speed vacuum, or if it runs at all or doesn't run. So I'll try to address all of that, okay? First thing is, if the vacuum does run and it doesn't have the suction that you think it should have, first thing we want to do is check the gaskets, seals, and filters, okay? Now, if you have a dirt container and the gasket around the top of the dirt container is an old brown gasket, it's probably dried out years ago and it's leaking air around there, and the vacuum is sucking air from the sides instead of through the vacuum hose. So you want to check that. You might want to replace that gasket. Inside the housing, there's also something you want to check. Now, if you're not using genuine filters, when you take the vacuum, the motor part out of the dirt container, you want to look at the cone support, this thing here on the bottom, okay? If that is full of real fine dust, powder, like baby powder or something like that, then the vacuum is actually sucking the dirt through the filter. You're either using an imitation filter or you're not changing the filters often enough, because eventually this motor, which is a 10-amp motor, will suck the dirt all the way through the filter and up through the motor. So you want to check that. If you check that and it doesn't have a lot of white powder on it, next thing you want to do is take this off of the bottom. Okay, so we remove that with the screw that's here, little nut that's there. You just loosen that. Just one nut takes that whole cone support, the strainer off of the bottom. Next is the motor guard. Any dirt that would get through the filter and through the charcoal filter and into the motor area has to go through. This is called the motor guard. This snaps onto the bottom, and it has a retainer ring. And this is the last defense for any dirt getting up into the motor section itself. Now, also in the motor section, there's another gasket around here, and that helps seal the dirt container to the gasket that's on the dirt container. There's another rubber seal here, okay? And the gaskets inside make all of the vacuum suction go through the bottom, and it comes out the top, which I'll show you here. I'll take this off. It should come out of the top right here. This is the exhaust, okay? That's where the exhaust comes out. So it sucks it in the bottom, blows it out the top. If you clog this with your hand, the pitch of the motor should go way up because it's not able to suck any air through it. If you don't have good suction here, then the gaskets in here are dried out and they're not sealing properly, okay? So there's a couple things you could check. Now, if it's not running at all, okay, let's address that. If it's an older style where it has a foot pedal switch, that switch could be bad, okay? The most common thing on an older vacuum like that, an older Filter Queen, is right here. Right where the power cord goes into the housing on a 20-year-old vacuum, there's where it may be the problem. Make sure you're getting power from the end of the cord, okay? Make sure you're getting power from the end of the cord, and inside you can check on the circuit board if you're getting power. If it's a real old one, then it has wire nuts, and you can check if you're getting power at the wire nuts. If you're getting power to the wire nuts and you're getting power to the switch, then it may be the motor if it's not running at all, okay? Now, if you have an ohm meter, you should have continuity going through the motor leads. You can check that out too. The only other thing is this switch here, the high-low switch. If you have one of those, if the switch goes bad, it'll either run on high or just low. One side of the switch will go bad, not both sides, okay? It's very uncommon for both sides of the switch to go bad. You either lose high speed or you'll lose low speed if it's the switch. So I hope that's helpful. I try to address your everything I could think of with the information you gave me. If you need more information, give me another comment. I'll be happy to try and address it. and help you out with that. If not, you can call the 800 number if you need parts. We can hook you up with that too. Okay? I hope that was helpful. I really appreciate the comments. I like to answer them and try to answer the questions the best I can. So don't be embarrassed. Give me a comment. Need some more subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell. It'll tell you when I put a new video up. Okay? Thanks everybody for watching Mike's Garage. Be safe out there. Take care.